Hello there! Thanks for tuning in to today's second video during the ECMWF 42 days / 6 weeks look out for the UK and for Ireland as well, by the way. And I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just say that first, the video today was our 6th UK weather forecast. We've got Jamie Friday, more long range coming up for you shortly, and there'll be a 10 to 14 day as well. Please check out those, please check out the video release and the 2 videos still to come. If you'd like to do that, like, share, subscribe on videos. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. This video would normally be released on a Saturday morning, but tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to be releasing the second summer 2023 season model roundup, and you get 15 long-range spots together from the world's leading forecast centre to see what they're all showing for the summer for only the second time this season. And so because of that, I'm going to shunt this one, shunt it back into Friday. So I'm going to get on with your EC42 day for you right now. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And thank you so much to ECMWF.int for supplying the charts as well. Whoa. Thank you, EC. Right, let's start off with the week 1 mean sea pressure anomaly, man. It's going to take us from the 1st to the 8th of May. Next week, we'll see an area of high pressure reaching through the northwest Europe with low pressure out into the Atlantic, and we'll be drawing up wind from a southerly or a southeasterly direction, so becoming drier and warmer. The 500 millibar height line from the Arctic and North Pole view down has a ridge of above average heights down western side of Europe with a trough of low in the Atlantic, and again that brings up wind from a southerly or a southeasterly direction. So with winds in from the south, it's going to be a warm week next week, above average temperatures. Most parts of the country, cooler temperatures just flirting, having a little bit of a flirt. We love a flirt at GavsWeatherVids, don't we? Well. I'm so sorry, everybody. The cooler temperatures will be just to our east on the other side of the North Sea, but most places. And you might feel that a little bit on the east coast, by the way, Scotland, England, but most places actually having slightly above average temperatures next week, around 1 to 3 degrees, so quite a warm week. And precipitation anomalies are drier than normal. Hardly surprising at a ridge. Okay, let's have a look at week 2. This will be the 8th to the 15th of May. Here it is. Quite a big change now. With low pressure in from off the Atlantic. Goodness gracious me, that's a flip around, isn't it? That's a flip around. I don't know to you. So we bring the jet stream back, obviously. Where's the high pressure gone? Goodness gracious, he got all the way over to the Black Sea and whatnot. I don't know to you. That's a flip. Let's have a look at the 500 millibar heights. Gracious, look at that low pressure in the Atlantic. So plenty of lows coming in from the west. What's the temperature anomaly doing? That's still holding up all right, actually, a little bit above average. Not as warm as week 1, but nevertheless, it's like slightly above. And I suspect this is going to be wetter. Let's see. Yes, we see above average rainfall there for the UK and for impact, but much of Western Europe, to be honest, by the way. Right, week 3 is going to be the 15th to the 22nd of May. Let's have a look. It's all very mysterious, isn't it? Should we put in like 3 question marks? Maybe we should. What's the 500 millibar heights looking like? Well, that's mysterious too, isn't it? Now, notice this ridging, though, down across southern Spain, North Africa. That could be bringing some very hot air back in to Spain and North Africa with that ridge. If that's pushed up from the south, I could have a bubble of hot air with it. However, let's come back to business. So, actually, it all looks rather mysterious for Northwest Europe. Let's have a look at the temperature anomaly, though. So that's no better than normal, you see. So that's actually cooling a little bit compared to week 2. Gosh, and this is week 3 precipitation. Oh, look at that, still above average. So although it doesn't show it, with above average rainfall, quite strongly signal there. There must be low pressure about, mustn't there? although it doesn't really show on mean sea pressure line, but you will think there's going to be low pressure in reality. Right, week 4 will be the 22nd to 29th of May. This is it. Oh, more change. There's some low pressure down towards Spain this time. That could be a heat blowover or something. Again, let's put in a couple of question marks. I don't think we need to sing Marvin because the 500 millibar heights look like that. Well, that's very mysterious. Now we've got some high pressure bow over towards the far eastern side of Europe, but otherwise, I don't know. What's the temperatures doing? They continue to cool down. Look at this. The warmth is being gradually shunted out into the Atlantic. Actually, it's a bit cooler over Skindi. So average or no signal for precipitation, for temperature and precipitation. Look at this. It's still a little bit wetter, though. In the south, a little bit drier, though, up to our north. It all looks a bit mixed, that, doesn't it, for May? May weather prospects could be a little bit mixed. Now, let's have a look at week 5. Whoops. Go there. Let's have a look at week 5, which is the 29th of May to the 5th of June. Here we go. Oh, blocking around Greenland and Iceland. That's not normally a good sign in the summer. Blocking around Greenland and Iceland with low pressure underneath it. Oh. Ooh. The 500 millibar heights. Now, I got a little bit of a ridge, though, around Germany and the Alps, so that's trying to bring hot air up from the Med and ultimately from North Africa. Let's simplify down to there. However, there is also a ridge in the Atlantic, so could this area be filling up with lows and, actually doing something a little bit like that and placing us on the periphery? We might be on the periphery there. Let's have a look at the temperature anomaly. So it is getting a bit hotter, though, across Spain and into France and whatnot, maybe towards southern Germany as well. So we're just on the edges of that, though. And precipitation-wise, it's a week, so it still looks a little bit mixed. Look at this, still slightly above average precipitation rate. It does look like quite an unsettled sort of month or so, doesn't it? 4 to 6 weeks. Now, the 500 millibar mean sea pressure I want to talk about for week 6 is the 5th to the 12th of June. So this is it. Right, so we've got some low pressure across southern parts of Europe into the Mediterranean and whatnot. How's the 500 millibar heights looking? Very mysterious now. I'm going to put in one large question mark. There we go. And let's go over to the temperature anomaly. To be honest, it's still very weak, slightly above average to our west. That's probably primarily down to sea surface temperature anomalies. SST anomalies just significantly above average across much of the north of the Atlantic and whatnot. Cool over Scandinavia, near normal or no signal here. Notice all of the warmth across southern parts of Europe. Do we remain as ever on the periphery of that? Precipitation wise, not enough to have a signal. Right, okay, so it all looks rather mixed for me, I think, doesn't it? So we start off next week with some higher pressure. So if you want some warmer, drier weather, next week is the week after that. It looks like we're flipping into low pressure for week 2, and then the rest of it, I have to say, does look rather mixed there. The signals are relatively weak for the second half of May, but overall there's no sign of anything particularly sustained dry or hot into the second half of May, and even into early June there's no sign of any sustained hot dry weather there. So remember, just a snapshot of what this modelling show could look completely different when we're looking at it again next week. Next week will be on Tuesday for the extended European scenario, and on Saturday for the UK and Ireland scenario. So it could look completely different when we're looking at it again next week, but this update does look really rather mixed after next week. You'll find out whether Jeremy Friday's in agreement with this very, very shortly, actually. So, just stick around. Well, not stick around, but it'll be in like an hour or two. We release Jeremy Friday, so see what the Jeremy and CFSB2 got to say about all of this. And then we've got a 10 to 14 day coming up for you later on this afternoon as well. Please keep checking back to the channel for more. Like, share, subscribe, and please thank you so much for doing that. And for this one, though, that's all for now. And thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.